Coach, a guy I was dating, I found out that he was dating someone else. And then I got emotionally involved. And the truth is, I became the side chick. How did that happen? Well, let me explain it to you. Because a lot of times when you become the side chick, there are things that you disregarded along the way. So I want to give you those signs how you can not end up being the side chick. Number one, not being aware of his behavior. Truth is, men, we have trends. We have things we do, tendencies. And when you get so enamored in your feelings that you disregard the tendencies or things that you see and you convince yourself that they're not there. That's number one. Number two, you create a fantasy about what we're going to be, how we're going to be in the future. There's a thing called future pacing, when you begin to imagine your future with this person, and so you disregard the present circumstances or the present things that you see, the present signs. Number three, all right, not asking the right questions. I'm doing a program right now. I wrote a book called Just Ask, 50 Questions to Know If He Is the One. And in that book, I began saying that, listen, you've got to start asking questions that are not conscious questions. Conscious questions are things like, hey, where do you work? How many kids do you have? Where did you go to school? Those are things that a person never has to think about. But what you do is you begin asking subconscious questions to get to who the person is. Like, for instance, you might say, tell me one thing you admired about your mom. Okay, now that question is a deeper question. Tell me two things you learned from your last relationship. Now, when you begin to ask those questions, you begin to get to the core of the person, y'all. And see, most people, and when I'm teaching, I'm coaching people, I'm saying, listen, let me show you how to ask questions that touch the heart of the person, the core of the man and who he is. And number four, relying too much on your emotions. Listen. Your emotions have a bad track record when it comes to relationships. You think, you rely on your emotions, you say, this must be good. But what do? You don't really get to know the person. You don't collect enough data to figure out, is this person right for me and should I connect with them? And until you stop relying on just your emotions, you're going to keep getting the same result.